Hello, hi, hello, and welcome to another episode of the Motivation with Me podcast. How y'all doing? Did you miss me? Cause I missed you. So we have a request. Okay, we have a request on a podcast topic that I wanted to actually talk about anyway. So that works perfect. This one is going to be more so for my entrepreneurs, my hobbyists, my business starters, my business veterans, because even veterans need help too. Hello, hi, that's me. This one is going to be kind of more dedicated to them, but I still want you to listen, even if you are not an entrepreneur, because you might learn something. Now, I was posed to give motivation on comparison and comparing yourself to other businesses and not reaching the goals that you want to reach in your business because you want everything to be perfect. You want everything to go exactly how you planned it. I understand, but let me tell you something, it don't work like that. Y'all know I give tough love. It don't work like that. It's whatever you want to make God laugh, tell him what your plans are. Whatever you plan in your head, you can execute it, but it's not always going to work, and you have to be okay with that. For one, you have to get out of your head. When you a business owner, you can't sit there and focus on perfection. You have to get out of your head first. Let's start there. Let's start there. We're going to touch back on perfection, but you have to get out of your head, because what happens is we allow negative thoughts to take over and come into our minds and tell us what we can't do instead of what we can do. I became a successful entrepreneur because I learned to block out those thoughts, because I used to think that I wasn't good enough. Like when I started my accounting business, right? Everything I ever started, I didn't think I was good enough to start. When I started my accounting business, I was like, I can't do accounting for people. Like, am I really that smart at accounting? Like, can I really do it? Baby, let me tell you, that was 2015. It's 2023. That's how long I had that business with multiple clients, because I had to tell myself, and it took for somebody else to tell me as well. My mentor, my CPA mentor, shout out to Bill. Hi, Bill, how you doing? Who told me that I could do it. Like, you're smart, you got this, you went to school for this, you have experience in it, like you can do it. And then they showed me how to do it. It's always good to have a mentor. I've had a mentor in every aspect of my life. Bill is my accounting mentor. Charlie Marco was my writing and publishing mentor. I've always had, my grandmother was my mentor when it came to being a motivational speaker. She wasn't more so my mentor, she was more so my inspiration. Me being a motivational speaker honestly came from God, and it came from my past. That's how it happened. It was alignment. But my grandmother was my inspiration. She was my inspiration. So it's always good to have a mentor, because you need somebody to keep you positive. Uh-oh. Let me clear my throat. No, 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 no. But you need somebody to hold you accountable, somebody that's going to keep you positive, somebody that's going to remind you that what you're doing is supposed to be what you're doing, because you're not going to make it overnight. I've been doing YouTube for over 6 years, and I'm still not monetized. So what I do not do, because nobody is like me. Nobody is the unfiltered motivator. Nobody is Miranda Evans. I don't care. It's a million people on YouTube. Ain't nobody me. There's nobody like me. There's nobody. We might have similar qualities. Like a lot of people, shout out to Natalie. Hey, Natalie, love. A lot of people say we have similar qualities. We're friends. So yeah, we have the same mannerisms. We have the same personality. We laugh. We have fun. But I'm not her and she's not me. We're still two totally different people. So when you doing business, you have to, for one, understand that it's not gonna come overnight. I'm still trying to be monetized on YouTube, and it's been 6 years. And I've wanted to give up so many times, but I've watched the growth. That's what you need to focus on, is the growth. Look at where you were versus where you are now. Even if it's just a little bit, like even if it's, say for instance, you do art, right? Look at your very first drawing. Look, take a look see at your very first drawing, your very first one. If you still got it, if you can find it, take a look at that. When you look at your first drawing, I want you to compare that to where you something you drew or some art you did recently. Or your first painting, look at the painting that you did recently and compare the two and tell me. You can't sit here and tell me that there's no growth. You cannot sit here and tell, I don't care if your lines are straighter. It's the little things that you have to focus on. Like, get out of your head on, I need to be like this person. I need to be like this person. You can do better than the next person. First of all, I have that mentality. Like, I keep the mentality of I'm gonna do better than such and such. Because if you say I'm gonna do the same as such and such, or I'm gonna be on the same level as somebody, you're restricting yourself. No, you're gonna be past that person. And it's not a form of big headedness or conceitedness or trying to be competitive and trying to, surpass this person. It's a mindset. You don't want to put yourself on the same level as somebody, and you don't want to put yourself exactly where somebody is. You going to reach your highest goals. Your goals are not everybody else's goals. Everybody else's goals are not your goals. So you can't, it's hard, it's so hard not to compare. Trust me, even with me doing content creation, when I look at YouTube content creators, when I look at podcasts, like my podcast ain't popping like that. I'm not ashamed to admit it, but I just started though. So it doesn't discourage me because I literally just started. So it's not going to pop off automatically. It's going to take time. Again, I'm 6 years into YouTube. Even when I started my accounting business, it took me about I had one client for like 3 years, 3 or 4 years until I started getting other clients. With the publishing company, I started as just an author. Like, I was just an author. I was a published author. I was writing books. Then I started editing books because I had my mentor, another mentor. I had Charlie and I had Shonda, who was my editor, who told me, you bigger than this. You gonna do more. And I thought that was crazy until I actually started doing it. I went from editing one book, two books. Under my belt, I probably got about a good 20 or 30. And then I created a publishing company. Everything comes with growth and it takes time. And I wanted to quit and give up so many times. I can't tell y'all, like, I really just wanted to be like, you know what, fuck it. I don't want to do this no more. Because I'm going up against HarperCollins as a publishing company. I'm going up against multiple CPA firms. I don't have my CPA. I'm going up against content creators, other YouTubers. I'm going up against the Breakfast Club podcast, like Fresh and Fit. I'm going up against so many big heavy hitters that it's like I could easily think, why would somebody want to listen to a small person like me? Like, I ain't nobody. No, I'm the shit, and people gonna listen to me, and I got my supporters. Same thing when I started a Patreon. I did not want to start a Patreon. Patreon costs money. And in my mind, I was like, what is there about me? Like, what would make people pay $5 a month just to watch my videos? And literally not even 2, 3 days in, I had 10 patrons already. Hey, shout out to the Element to Me family. What's up, y'all? They know who they is. Them my supporters. I could have easily not started. What would have happened if I would have not started? I didn't care if I had one patron, 10 patrons, two patrons. At least I did it. That's how you have to look at stuff. At least you did it. Because you miss all the shots you don't take. You miss all the shots you don't take. Don't try to be perfect. Try to be happy. Because if you try to be perfect, you're going to always find something wrong. You're going to always find something wrong. And I have that habit, okay? I can be a perfectionist sometimes. I'm always looking at what can be done better instead of celebrating what has already been done. I used to be. I learned a long time ago, baby, celebrate them small wins. I used to be like that until I learned it wasn't doing nothing but hurting me, and it was blocking my growth, and it was blocking my blessings. So therefore, what I started to do was look at the growth. If you go back and look at my YouTube videos from 5 years ago and then look at them now, you're gonna be like, God damn. Baby, that webcam quality was horrible. Okay, horrible. Editing skills wasn't well, no, my editing skills pretty much always been good. But my editing skills have gotten better. And everything I learned on my own. Now, when it came to YouTube, I didn't have much of a mentor. I have Natalie, but I didn't have much of a mentor when it came to recording and editing and stuff like that. I learned how to do all that stuff myself. But if you look at where you came from, it's gonna make you appreciate where you at. And if you just keep that mindset as you keep going, you'll be fine. Don't worry about whatever everybody else is doing. Even if you have to, like I say, take breaks from social media or like cut your phone off. Like when you get into that entrepreneur mindset, especially if you are artist or like a literary person, like you trying to write a book or something, or even if you're a content creator, stop watching YouTube. Get off social media. That way you won't have no comparison. Focus on your own videos. That's what I do. I watch myself on YouTube. I watch probably about 3 people on YouTube. DJ Vlad, Natalie Love, and Miranda Evans. That's it. I can't think of no other pages I watch. I love watching myself. Watch yourself. Look at your own work. Take a break from social media. Take a break from wherever your competitors are. It depends on what industry you in, honestly. But you have to take a break and then reflect and focus on your business. Focus on your artistry. Focus on what it is that you are trying to do. What are your goals? And don't set unrealistic goals. There is a such thing as setting unrealistic goals. Like don't set a goal, I'm gonna be a millionaire next month. Come on, that's unrealistic. I'm not trying to be a pessimist, but that's not realistic though. If you did that, that was a miracle, or you did some type of get rich quick scheme. And it's no appreciation in that. Like when I become rich, because I am gonna become rich, I'm claiming it. Babe, I'm gonna remember all these days that I worked hard. I'm recording this podcast and I'm tired. I've recorded videos and I'm tired. Like I'm gonna remember all these days. And that's what's gonna make me appreciate it. It's the hard work and dedication that make you appreciate success. So get out of your head. Know that no one person is like you. You are unique in your own way. I don't care what it is that you do. You do it differently than your fellow counterparts or whoever is in your field, or even if they're not in your field. Everybody is different. I might not do accounting like the next person. The next person, it's plenty of accountants out there that's smarter than me. But I'm still smart though. I'm still me. I'm not them. This is my life. This is my business. I do things accordingly on how I feel, and I know I can do it. No one is like you. We don't even all have, everybody got different fingerprints. Even twins not the same. No one can do your job or your hobby or your business like you can. No, even if they're ahead of you, don't worry about that. Figure out how you're going to get ahead and know that you can be better. You can do better. So hopefully that helped. Speaking of growth, I need somebody going to fund me a studio, because when I tell you I got the most disrespectful neighbors known to mankind, because don't nobody respect my artistry around here. I just had to put that out there. I had that trouble during my YouTube videos too. But hopefully that helped. Again, if y'all have any more questions or need any more motivation on something, let me know. Because it helps me because I'm talking to y'all, so I need it to help y'all. I can come up with stuff, but that's not really beneficial if you don't need to hear it, but listen to it anyway. So, with that being said, I will see y'all in the next episode. Bye.